Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of WhimsyCraft. Today, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it, because we got a lot to do. And I guess the first thing we need to do is take care of a message that we got from Ailey. And she said she left us a present, and she left it in the tree. Which means we've got to figure this out. I really hope it's not a pink shulker box, you guys, because there's no way I'm going to find that. So let's hop up here and take a look and hope there are no mobs up here. Let's take a quick peek around. Just to make sure we're safe, because I really don't want to blow this tree up. Now, where in the heck would she have put this? Give me a moment. Okay, I found it, but what the heck is this, you guys? Like, what is this? He's so cute. Oh, we've got to do something with him now this episode, and I just don't know what. But, oh my goodness, he's cute. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll take this guy with us. Don't drop down into the void of pink glass and concrete. Alright, so what we're going to do is, well, you know what? Seeing how she sent this over here, I think we should probably repay the favor, right? So let's head on in here. Now, we really need to find a place for this little guy, and let's take a look at him. Oh my god, he's so cute. That's adorable. Okay, I want to hear some suggestions down in the comments for a name for this little guy. I'm kind of leaning towards Jeffrey, but I'd like to hear what y'all think as well. He kind of looks like a Jeffrey. Now, this was so nice of her to do this. I think we need to head over to Ailey's base and repay the favor. Alright, here we are at Ailey's base, and I have some blocks here, and I don't know how this is gonna work or how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna try to graffiti this section of the wall here as a thank you for that nice little gift that she left. Now, the problem is, what I want to put up here is not gonna fit in this little section, so what's gonna look funky is it's gonna kind of tear down here. But let me go ahead and start putting in some of the shape, and then I think you'll kind of get what I'm putting down. Well, I think that turned out pretty good, and you know what? This kind of gives me an idea for some of the sides to Hobbit HQ. Maybe we'll have enough time to add a little bit of graffiti, maybe to the back and the sides, and I think that might look interesting. That's definitely something that I'm going to have to think about. But overall, I'm really happy with this. I think that the graffiti will look well, and before any of you yell at me about graffitiing Ailey's base, she's actually asked all the other whimsies to graffiti her wall, so here's a few of the other things that have been put up here so far. Why are these guys always in the way? Get out of here. I am trying to show off. There. Oh, a head. Yeah, I'll take that. And some leather. Nice. So yeah, these are two of the ones that have already been put up here. And then hopefully we'll have some more coming soon. But for now we need to head back to the base because we've got some work to do. Why is there always a chicken roaming around at Ailey's base? There's always something to do with chickens going on over here. I happen to catch a wild YMG over here, and while I'm over here struggling, he's over here doing this. Like, he's got more diamonds than he knows what to do with. Look at them all on the ground down there. I mean, good gracious. I'm gonna add some music real quick to this. Well, that's enough of that. Back to being poor. So one of the things I want to do today is I want to work on all these birch trees right here and kind of start clearing them out and replacing them for other trees. Something else I like to do is just kind of fly over my base and turn on the shaders. Because I think that just looks so good with the shaders on, you guys. We've done so much work to this base this season, and it's really starting to show, and I'm super excited for it. But we have a lot of work, so there's a lot of trees over here we have to take care of. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll have time at the end of the day for this road. I'm not guaranteeing it, because I mean, I don't know how much we're gonna get into over there, but do y'all hear that? I'm the only one on right now. Did somebody put something at my base? No, it's getting quieter that way. It's got to be this way, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. You guys hear that? Huh? You know what? Let's run this way. Is it getting louder? Is it this way? No, it's definitely this way. Okay. It's really weird. You guys, if somebody hid something out here as a prank, it's gonna take me forever to find it. I mean, I've done so much work in here with the bushes and everything, that it would be almost impossible to find it. And so the sound is getting pretty loud right here, and I didn't put that path in. I have built every block in this area, and I know I did not put a path right here. Well, let's see what somebody's done. It's a cute little path, though. Kind of winds around through here. It's nice. Remembrance. Don't forget. Wow, this is so crazy, you guys. There's just a sword sitting out here in the middle of nowhere, and lots of crazy sounds and singing and people talking, and now I have this incredible feeling that this sword needs to be protected. Let's take a look and see what we're working with here. Wow, that's a really good sword, the Vulpal sword. Huh, why does that sound familiar? Well, we might have to change our plans this episode, you guys, because I think I've got this urge to just kind of hide this sword somewhere safe. The problem is, we don't have a place. We're gonna have to build one. And this is gonna have to be very secure because, I mean, I have a feeling. I just have a feeling that this sword does not need to end up in anyone else's hands but my own. And I really can't explain it. So now, I've got to find a spot. It's definitely gonna have to be in the base. And, you know, there is a spot over here that I've been wanting to do something with. And I think this might work. Let's head on over here real quick to where this little pond area is, where the water fountain that we built, right? We've got the little water fountain. And then I've got this space down here. And it's been here forever, and I've really been wanting to do something with it. I think what we need to do is design a vault down here that only I can get into. That's the only way that I know. Like, it'll only have access to Alice and no one else. That seems simple enough, but the first thing we need to do is dig this out and see what kind of space we're working with. But for now, I think one of the safest places is the ender chest, although I do feel this sword does not want to be kept boxed up like that. But you know what? It's gonna have to deal with it for now. Maybe it won't get too crazy, explode my ender chest or something. And let's get busy designing. Okay, we have a door. So if we jump down in here and then go down to this area, we have a button right here. We press that and it brings us into this little area. And then the door shuts behind you. Now this little area is very tight and there's not a lot of room to hide anything in here. And that's because that's only stage 1 of getting into this bunker. And as you can see, here's the redstone that I've done for this door. It's fairly simple redstone. I kind of taught myself on this one. I'm pretty proud of it. I could almost call myself an expert redstoner. but probably not. Let's leave that to the experts. But now what we have is this giant open area, again, not very secure. So let me quickly add stage 2 of the vault, and I'll be right back. And now the second room is done. This is starting to get pretty elaborate. So the first room you come into is right there. That's where it opens up to the outside. And then you come into here, which again locks you in, and you end up in this little room here. Now this room is basically just a red herring, and it has like a whole bunch of junk. It's just a junk storage area really. And if anybody comes down here, that's what they're going to think it is. It's just an overflow area. Now I have to put a lot more stuff in these barrels just to give it that convincing feel, but for the most part it's just a little area that has a bunch of junk. Now if I come over here and I drop something in this barrel, and it doesn't really matter what it is, we'll drop some barrels in the barrel. I'll head on down here to another secret area. Now you might be wondering, Alice, what about all that stuff you dropped in? No worries, we've got it right here being collected down below. And while I've been down here, I've done some digging, and well, let's just say we're ready for the next phase of this this vault. It's gonna be a serious vault, you guys. So I've dug out this way, this way, this way, down below, and up above, giving me quite a bit of room to do what we need to do for the next stage. But one important question is, well, how do we even get out of here? And that answer is right here. I have built this honey column, so we'll head on up. There's a little trap door to stop you. Pop that open. There we go. Now we can step off, and we end up in this room here, which is another room that's you can't go anywhere. You kind of see how this is playing out, right? So once you get lost in here, you eventually find this little button that you open this, and it brings you right back out into this room here. Trust me, there were some noodles for this one. There's a lot of redstone, but it's pretty simple. But now what we need to do is head on back down and start working on the next area right down here. Now what I'm going to do first before we do any of that back there is I'm going to get a little room built here so that this area feels finished, and then we'll move on forward. So let me put some basic walls and a floor right here, and I'll see you in just a moment. And now the third level is done, deep down here in the underground. Really, at this point, there's no way anybody would find it down here other than me. So I've done some mild decorations in here. I've added a painting here, added a painting there. They kind of go with the area. Now, what we need to do is focus on this big area here. So let me get rid of this beacon, and then I'll go ahead and build this area, and we'll do a nice little time lapse, and then we'll see how secure this vault really is. Alright you guys, well that sword is definitely going to be safe down there. I mean, that place is crazy and it's hard to get through there, and really I'm the only one that knows how to get through there, so unless I want it, nobody's going to get to it. What? Do y'all hear that music? What is that? that's my sword. And was I just robbed by a pirate? Well, it looked like that pirate got away with our sword, and then disappeared using some magic. Definitely wasn't whimsy magic, though. What I want to know is, how did they know about the vault? I mean, I just built this thing, and only I know about it, so what information did they have that I don't know about? Let's head down here and see, because I'm pretty sure that nobody else should have been able to get down here. I mean, this is a secure vault. Like, I can't believe that somebody came down here and took that sword that quick, you guys. Like, we just built this. There had to have been some inside information that I'm not aware of. Because the sword is definitely gone, you guys. And we just built this room. It looks so good. Like, I was so happy with all the candle work that we did in the bottom here. The floor looks crazy. And I carried on the candle magic all the way through each one of these walls here, which makes it look really crazy. The bookcases with the crying obsidian, and all the little details around the top of the wall here, and then all of these pillars. Like, this is a really nice room, you guys. What are we gonna put here now? What deserves this spot right here? Oh wait, I've got an idea. Give me a moment. I think I know what would fit perfect here now. Seeing how we don't have some cool epic sword, we've got to put something even cooler right there. So, what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna throw some scaffolding up here, so I can reach up there. One more. Head on up. And, well, the only thing that I can think of to go right here is that guy. That guy right there. What do you think? You think he deserves to be in here? I think so. I mean, look at him up there. I think he seems happy. I think this little guy is exactly what we need for this room. First of all, look how cute he is up there. And second, he can protect this area until the sword returns. Because you've got to have somebody guarding the place as well. And that will be his job. He's going to be our little guard. Now, don't forget to leave a name down in the comments because, well, we got to name that guy. But seeing how we've lost that sword, there's not really much we can do about it. We might as well head on to the next project. And seeing how this episode is running a little bit long, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and work on these little birch trees after I sleep. Are you kidding me, guys? I was about to do my outro and that just happened. I'm glad I was recording. I almost got blown up there. Better eat a carrot. But anyway, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start chopping these trees down, probably do like a little outro with that, and yeah, that way next time you come back, either they'll all be chopped down and we'll have to replant, or I already have everything replanted. Now this episode has been a blast because, well, we've done so much here. We started with finding that little guy up in the tree, and then we went and tagged Ailey's base with that rabbit, the cute little rabbit. And then we found some magical sword that led us to building this crazy room, and then got stolen by a pirate, which I'm sure won't ever come back up. We'll probably never see that pirate again. But now we have a new guard for our bunker down below in our base, and well, we're gonna go ahead and try to clear some of these trees. So until the next one, everyone, I'm glad you were here and hope you enjoyed the video. Now, all my links are down below, including the link to the WhimsyCraft Discord where you can find me and all the other whimsies. I also stream every Saturday on Twitch, so if you want to check that out, please do, because I would greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, maybe leave a little comment, and well, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, you guys!
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at.